Real pride, baby.
This is Coach Jason Armstrong. You are listening to.
All right, so welcome here to Link. Welcome to the Herb McGee Court on the King Thomas Jefferson related Hughes Keya Byrd, and a special bird in the house, Teddy Byrd, joining us as we got things started. Jefferson has the rock to begin. They're moving left to right on your dial. Dropped it underneath. Here's Simcoe, reverse left in the lane, no good. Battle for the loose ball, and it's controlled by Freddie Young for Lincoln, who starts out with their road blue with Lincoln underneath. Here's inside to Janae Coates. His shot on Tipco, no good. Tipco gets the rebound, tried to dump it off to the Byrd. Will set the lineups. Apologies, I told Keya Byrd that they were going to sing. They weren't singing the national anthem, so we joined you a little bit late. But let's set the stage, everyone. Welcome to the KRSB Network related Hughes Keya Byrd. Daddy Byrd, Teddy Bird's in the house with us, and we welcome him. Got HBCU basketball versus the CAAC. Lincoln and Thomas Jefferson. Reggie Hudson has the rock for Lincoln. They're moving right to left on the dial. Drops it to the left side post to Freddie Young. Young in the lane. Backdoor cut to Adon Anderson. He gets it off the glass for the first points in its game.
All right. Lincoln right away showing some good ball movement. Freddie Young showing patience, waiting for that backdoor cut from Ethan.
So this is a number 5 matchup, the 5th matchup between these two teams. Then all Thomas Jefferson to begin things. Thomas Jefferson throws the ball away as Hakeem Byrd, and we will get some DNA tests, throws that one away. Hakeem Byrd, the local kid from Philadelphia. It's a chilly night, but warm inside. Fans still filing in.
I've already sent a text to Henry Louis Gates so we can get things confirmed.
No problem. So this is Reggie Hudson. Actually, excuse me, Bakir Cleveland top of the key. Janae Coates comes out and flash. Lincoln on top 2-0. Backdoor pass to Reggie Hudson from Janae, and he lays it in. And we got a quick timeout by Jefferson, and we will start this officially. And folks, this ball game was scheduled to start at 8 o'clock. So it is now 7:52 on the East Coast. So they started the game about 12 minutes early, completely threw us off. So I'm Orlando Hughes. This is Keya Byrd. Welcome to the KRSB's presentation of HBCU basketball. Lincoln Lions facing off against the Thomas Jefferson Rams on the campus of Thomas Jefferson University. Another home game for us. And we should have some good shooting because the shot doctor, this is his court, Herb McGee.
Herb McGee, we saw his picture all throughout the hallways as we were coming up to the press row. And, you know, Herb McGee is legendary with getting shooters to be deadly.
All right, so this is Byrd, brings it up for Jefferson. They're down 4-0. Byrd with the left-hand handle in the lane, goes up, now drops it off to Kempkin. His basket is good, and he'll go to the line for a three-point opportunity.
And Kempkin, very good size.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Yeah, so they say Kempkin, the Frenchman, 6'9", 255. You said that's legit.
That is legit. He's doing his best impersonation of Wembanyama in the middle.
All right, so we get it there. His free throw is good. This ball game is a 4-3 advantage. Lincoln has the rock. Here's Reggie Hudson, brings it up. Adon Anderson to his left. Nice screen by Janae Coates. Hudson with the crossover. Left hand goes up. Reverse layup is good. So Reggie taking his stick out on Hakeem Boyd and kind of used his high cable.
And right now, Lincoln is definitely controlling the pace of this basketball game, you know, forcing Jefferson to try to work through those switches, and you're seeing them get a lot of backdoor opportunities. Reggie Hudson showing his speed and getting to the basket with a smaller Byrd.
All right, so 6-3 to score. Jefferson inbounding underneath their own basket. This is Byrd. Tried to get it into Kempkin, and Kempkin turns it over for the second turnover of the ball game on Thomas Jefferson. And we're just going to say Jefferson from now on. I'm not Thomas Jefferson. It's Jefferson.
Shout out to Sally Hemmings. How about that?
There you go. There you go. Coaches for tonight. Got Jason Armstrong for the Lions, second year, and Jimmy Riley for Thomas Jefferson. Freddie Young three-pointer on the left side baseline is up and good, and it's a 9-3 advantage. A little full court pressure being applied by Lincoln. Now they retreat back into a half-court man-to-man. This is Barbara Bay. Nice pass inside to Kempton, missed the bunny. Lincoln trying to turn transition. Here's Hudson near side, but Keya Cleveland three-pointer up, no good. Loose ball comes down to Kempton. He gets it over to Byrd. Byrd will race it up. 9 threes our score. Lincoln leading Jefferson. Here's Timko. Got to watch out for Timko as Kempton drives in for his second and one. Converts the basket, but draws the foul on Adon Anderson. And he'll be at the line for another three-point opportunity.
And I'm sure Adon Anderson took a big, deep breath before he took that charge. He's giving up about 40 pounds with Kempton.
All right, so to the bench for Jefferson, we got some early substitutions. Troy McGregor from Ewing, New Jersey, was into the game as Ashton Miller from New Jersey comes in. And both of these teams, KB, when I was looking at studying, you might as well say that this is New Jersey State playing each other, high school.
The battle of the Jersey guards.
All right, so Kempton converts. 9-6 is the score. And Bismarck Messiah into the game. So if you're not from Jersey or New York in the boroughs, you don't belong in this game. 16-32. Here's Cleveland. Bounce pass to Reggie Hudson on the post. This turnaround shot high and up, and Reggie Hudson has the ceiling for it because this is a lot higher than the Manny. Hits that turnaround on the baseline. 11-6 our score.
And last year we watched Reggie Hudson grow as a shooter. You know, he loves that high arcing three-pointer. As a smaller guard, he had to learn how to adjust to some of the length that he was being defended by.
There's Messiah's shot from the top of the foul line, up and good. As we adjust my headset level there. Very crazy. 11-8 our score. Lincoln on top of Jefferson. Freddie Young on the far side. Nice move past Timko. Goes off the glass. Shot is up and good. And he drew a foul on Troy McGregor.
And Freddie Young showing his strengths on the offensive end of the court. He was just named CIAA Defensive Player of the Week.
Wow. Well, we called him the pest last year.
Definitely an irritant.
Yeah,
and he was first team all defensive team for the CIAA. We have to give him his flowers.
Freddie shot rolls off the iron. Ball gets tipped out of bounds by Cleveland. So Lincoln on top, 13-8 our score, 15:45 live from the Herb McGee Court on the campus of Thomas Jefferson, Orlando Hughes, Keya Byrd, and a special guest, Mr. Teddy Byrd, joining us. So this is McGregor working it around. Little motion offense, top of the key. Freddie Young guarding the ball on the left side. Shot is put up by Barbara Bay, blocked by Freddie Young. Then we have a block by Janae Coates, and it was put back in by Barbara Bay. Reverse off the glass, and that fouls on Janae Coates.
Yeah. I mean, good defense, but, you know, Jefferson never gave up on that play. Janae Coates did everything he could to stop that layup, but unfortunately, he got his hands caught in the cookie jar.
Yeah. So that's a 13 foul on Lincoln. Jefferson has one. At the line is Ahmed Barbara Bay out of Piscataway. His three-point opportunity is good.
Another Jersey guard.
So Jefferson cuts into the lead by Lincoln. 13-11 is our score. Reggie Hudson brings it up in a little motion offense. Near side to Keya Cleveland. Half-court 2-3 zone being applied by Jefferson. Janae Coates tried to bounce pass inside, throw by Barbara Bay. Barbara Bay goes up on the left side, lays it up and ties this ball game at 13.
Jefferson starting to adjust to this Lincoln pace. Getting to the basket with a lot of confidence.
Lincoln comes back up. Tied at 13. Lincoln shooting on our left. Jefferson shooting on the right. Half-court 2-3 zone. Hudson gives it over to Cleveland. Deep three-pointer left side. No good. This ball will be tracked down by Timko. He hasn't had a shot yet, KB, but I know it won't be too long too much longer before he does.
Yeah.
Lincoln in that half court 2-3 zone. There's Simcoe. Drops it off to Messiah. Messiah gets called for steps.
And you can see Lincoln showing Timko a few different defenses, trying to keep him away from the ball. He can heat up, and very quickly at that.
So tied at 13. Reggie Hudson at the top of the key. Drops it off to Adon Anderson on the left wing 2-3 zone, kind of stretched out. Matchup 2-3. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Hudson off the screen by Adon Anderson. Drives into traffic. Drops it off to Janae Coates. Left-handed layup. No good. Loose ball comes down to McGregor. McGregor quickly gets it over to Barber Bay. Now back to McGregor. Driving baseline. He pushed off on Hudson. The side. Jump shot right side baseline. Sweet coming off his fingertips, and it's good. And Jefferson has their first lead of the contest.
They weathered the storm.
13-38. 15-13 is our score. Jefferson on top of Lincoln. Here's Hudson. Now to Cleveland. Again, that 2-3 zone. Lincoln flash. Janae Coates at the high post. Here's Adon Anderson. Catches left block. It's no good. It's jump shot. Loose ball comes down to the smallest man on the court, McGregor. And McGregor brings it up for Jefferson. Timko got closed out. Now the double team. Works it back up top to Miller. Miller now back to Messiah. Now to McGregor. McGregor goes up in traffic. They're going to call a foul. It's Freddie Young and Adon Anderson. They got the block, but that foul is going to be on Anderson.
So far, Thomas Jefferson doing a great job moving the basketball around, being patient, not settling for the three-pointer. But
so Adon Anderson will be replaced by Ethan Garita in a moment. At the line is McGregor for Jefferson. His first shot is good.
I know we're sitting kind of far up. McGregor,
You think?
McGregor listed as 5'9".
He looks smaller than that for where I'm looking. He puts in a pair. 17-13 is our score. 13 minutes here.
And you have to wonder, is this zone intended to try to force Lincoln to shoot that three-pointer where they struggle?
Into the game. Knight's jump shot is up by Ethan Garita. Makes it a 2-point contest, 17-15 KB. And then, as you called it, Lincoln is just shooting jump shots for now. Here's Miller. His team up by 2. Timko catches. Freddie Young right on his hip as he came around. Freddie poked it away. Here's Garita. Needs to lift his head up. Goes up in traffic. Shot blocked. Nice save by Jefferson. That shot was blocked by Nazea.
And surprisingly, the ref's whistle was silent on that call. I clearly saw Jefferson was out of bounds.
I saw that too. Nazea working it around. Timko had a 3. Actually got away with a walk and was tripped by Janae Coates. Jason Armstrong. That's probably the most active I've seen Jason on the sideline.
It looks like that lion was about to jump off of his shirt.
They called the officials like, listen, Timko walked, but Lincoln has a concerted effort to keep Timko, buttoned down early. So Janae Coates will go to the bench. Peter Sorber is in the game for him. McGregor inbounding his baseline left side. Gets it up top to Nazaya. Nazaya top of the key. His team leading by 2. Nazaya now hand off to McGregor. Now get Timko, stops and pops, catches. And that's why you don't want him to touch the ball, KB. He was part of that pregame in our room. Eventually, I'll tell you guys. But he's a sniper.
Right. His resume backs that up as well.
Timko with the 3 makes it a 2015 game, 11:49. That 2-3 zone stretched out by the Rams. No movement by Lincoln. This is Hudson dribbling around. Pull up jump shot from the left side. Just short. Loose ball comes down to Timko. Timko with a long outlet. Miller there cherry picking. He'll lay it up. 22-15's our score. Rams on top. 11:29. And let's welcome you into the game.
Yeah, well, Lincoln right now is definitely losing the rebound and battle. They're only getting one shot at the basket, and Jefferson is taking off. And, the fast break points right now definitely favor Jefferson. I'm sure Coach Armstrong is is over there giving his team an earful about crashing the boards.
Well, listen, KB, let's do our pregame. Let's officially welcome folks into the Herb McGee court. And the score is 22-15. Orlando Hughes, Keya Byrd. Uncle Rell will join us at halftime. Uncle's roaming the sidelines. We'll get in tune with him momentarily.
Right.
Here, chilly night. Crowd kind of filed in late. Typical college crowd. A little leftover Thanksgiving. Not happy to be back in school. We talked about this is the 5th matchup between these two teams. Last year, Jefferson won by 2. And Lincoln, last time we saw them, was in Baltimore, walking off the court, heads a little bit low, as they were defeated in the championship round against Winston-Salem State, the eventual CIAA champion. But this Jefferson team, 2-4, kind of been struggling, but both of these teams are matched up evenly.
They are. You see a lot of guard play on both teams. You know, we talked about the Jersey guard battle, but it's also a battle of the big men. You know, Peter Sorber right now struggling to get position in the middle and establish himself.
So Hudson has it after the timeout. Now drops it off to Keya Cleveland. Cleveland on that left side baseline trying to turn around and back in Barbara Bay. His turnaround shot's no good. Loose ball comes down to Barbara Bay. Bay brings up on the left side. Now they drop it off to McGregor. Actually, Miller, excuse me. Miller now skips it near side to Barbara Bay. Pumps fake Reggie Hudson, gets him in the air, stops and pops for 10. And Jefferson now on an 8-0 run, KB. 24-15.
Two things I'm seeing. Lincoln biting every time they get a little pump fake and then they go to the basket. And also they're losing the rebound battle. Once again, one and done. And off to the races for Jefferson.
The side jumped in there, blocked Freddie Young. On the other end, Barbara Bay puts it in. It's a 9-point contest, 26-15. Lincoln finding themselves in trouble early. 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Live from the Herb McGee court on the campus of Thomas Jefferson. Reggie Hudson driving in. His shot's off balance. Tipco with a long outlet to Isaiah. Isaiah goes up in traffic, misses the shot, but draws the foul on Garita.
And if you can remember last year at the press conference, Coach Armstrong talked about how their defense leads to better offense. So far, their transitional defense is lacking right now. You see a lot of fast break opportunities for these Rams.
Yeah. We'll set the lineups momentarily, but at the line is the big man. And Bismarck Messiah, the junior out of the Bronx, 6'7", 215. Well, Marshall Roberson in the contest replacing Reggie Hudson. 27-15, 12-point advantage. Just about 10 minutes left here in the first half.
You see Manny Toha come into the contest as well, one of the best on-ball defenders on this Lions team.
Wow, and it's good to see Manny. Unfortunately, we were there last year when his season ended with that ACL injury. So here's Manny. That 2-3 zone being applied by Jefferson. Manny on the far side. Swings up top to Cleveland. No movement on the ball by Lincoln. Here's Toha driving baseline. Now nice skip to Marshall Roberson. He spots up for a three-pointer. Shots off the glass. Tipco high over everyone. Grabs the board for the Rams.
These Lions have to do a better job boxing out. These jump shots are coming off hard off of the rim, and they're not getting a second chance at the basket.
Here's the side over to Gregor. Timko catches it. Toha all over him. Nazai with a pump fake. Got Peter Sorber in the air. Swings it over to Bay. His shot's no good, and Sorber gets the rebound for Lincoln. Let's see what the Lions do. Down by 13. Peter Sorber inside the foul line. Shot off the back of the iron. And the side is just controlling the court on both sides, KB.
Yes. These Lions have got to settle down and get some movement in their offense. They started out with a great pace, and Thomas Jefferson is adjusting and swung the pendulum the other way.
Miller missed the three-pointer, rebounded to Toa. Lincoln coming back up right to left on the dial. It's Cleveland's going to be fouled by Timko. That's going to be the second team foul on the Rams. Lincoln, on the other hand, has 6. So now you look at what Coach Riley's doing. He has both Kimkin in the contest and the side, some big men. There's a catch by Garita inside, went up for the bunny, but he was fouled, so he'll be at the line to shoot two. If I could just get my computer to give me my stats as usual, I'll be okay, KB.
Well, I can tell you that the Wi-Fi is just a little delayed up here because I've been trying to get on as well.
So Ethan Garita at the line. We talk about Garita. He's a junior out of Trenton, New Jersey. His first shot rattles around. It's good. Freddie Young back in the contest for Lincoln. Into the contest is Keya Byrd. So the Rams will have Byrd, Miller, Kimkin, Isaiah, and Barbara Bay. Lincoln with Toa, Freddie Young, Garita, Robertson, and Sorber. So double bigs for both teams.
You have to wonder if Coach Armstrong's objective with all of these guards is to speed these larger Rams team up.
So Barbara Bay has the rock far side, swings it over to the side, gets it over to Byrd. Top of the King, Lincoln half court man-to-man. Here's Byrd off the screen. Robertson trailing him. He pulls up inside the lane. Shot, no good. Loose ball comes down to Kimkin and swings it out to Barbara Bay. Here's Miller, dribbling between his legs on Freddie Young, swings out to the side, pumps fake Garita, and gets it out the Bay. Nice movement by the Rams. Finds a wide open Byrd who pops the three-point on the far side. 31-16. The Rams on top.
And Byrd's motor is all over this court right now. He's definitely the spoon that stirs this offense.
He is. Talk about the junior from Philly. And he throw out three-pointer on the left side. Shot no good. This ball comes out to Freddie Young. Freddie catches it, now drives in the lane. His shot misses an easy one as he was intimidated by Kimkin. Missed that layup. Here's Byrd. Byrd goes up in traffic. The layup on Freddie Young is good. He did a little hesitation.
Yeah.
And then the acceleration, scores the basket and draws the foul on Freddie Young. So 33-16 with 7:20. Not looking good for the Lions not early, but in the first half.
And you know what? After that last take to the basket, no need for the DNA. That's kinfolk.
So Byrd converts 34-16, 18-point advantage by Jefferson. Robertson at the point now for Lincoln. Swings it over to Toa. Again, that 2-3 zone, you talked about it. They've been forcing Lincoln to shoot jump shots, and Lincoln just hasn't been hitting.
And they're not getting any penetration to the basket. They've got to try to make these bigs move.
Freddie Young three-pointer up, no good. Loose ball comes down to Sorber, finds Freddie Young in traffic. Freddie trying to go up on Kimkin, goes up, shot was blocked, and Miller has the boards for Jefferson. Miller racing up on Garita, pushes him, and got an offensive foul as that was caught by the backside official. Nice call.
These Rams not making anything easy for the Lions right now. They're contesting everything.
All right. So congratulations. Orlando finally has his stats. I feel better. Lincoln trailing 34-16. Here's Marshall Robertson. Tried to throw it inside to Garita. It was stolen by Messiah for Jefferson. Messiah now gives it over to Miller. This is Barbara Bay. Now to Kimkin. Drops it over to Byrd. Byrd with a nice little stutter step. Brought it back outside. Now here's Messiah. And they're going to call him for a double dribble. Didn't see that one.
I did. I did see that one.
Oh, you got that sponsor that won't sign with us, VisionWorks glasses. 34-16. Back in the contest for Lincoln is Janae Coates and Reggie Hudson. I'm surprised Keya Cleveland's been on the bench for Coach Armstrong for as long as he has, but Freddie Young being hounded by Miller. Swings it over to Toa. Now they fall in a half-court man-to-man. Toa driving on Byrd. Would have a foul on Byrd.
You know, Reggie Hudson used to having his way on the smaller guard, but Byrd is right in his pocket.
So just looking at the leading scorers, So we got Barbara Bay has 9. Byrd with 6. Kimkin with 6. And Nazea with 6 for Jefferson. Reggie Hudson has 6 of his own for Lincoln, and he's just the only one really scoring. They drop it in the Garita, and we're going to have a foul on Nazea. Put the 2 arms in the bag. So just a few moments ago, Jefferson only had 2 team fouls. Now they're up to 6, KB.
Yeah, but it shows that this Jefferson offense shares the ball because Timko, their leading scorer, has only really had one clean look at the basket. He's not even on the floor right now, and this team is up 34-16.
So that foul was on Barbara Bay. So that puts Lincoln into the penalty. Both teams with 17 fouls. 34-16, 5:44. Orlando Hughes, Keya Byrd, and our special guest, Teddy Byrd, in the house. KB's father. Ethan Garita with the mask on. So that normally says somebody either put an elbow on me or something hit me in my face, for sure. Garita sets himself, hit the first foul shot. Second shot, rattles around, no good. Loose ball comes down to Kimkin. He gives it over to Byrd. Now Byrd brings it up to Barbara Bay. Now back to Byrd, brings it across half court. This is Miller. Skips it now to Byrd. Driving, wide open is Isaiah, top of the key. Shots off the back of the iron, but Barbara Bay runs it down. And look at that ball move, KB.
Right, and it's whipping around the perimeter.
Miller misses that one. Loose ball picked up, and the trash man, Anton Kimcom, puts it up, and he's going to the line for his 3rd three-point opportunity of the first half.
He is bullying the middle on both ends of the court right now.
That foul was on Janae Coates.
That's going to be number 2 for him. See Peter Sorber go over to the scorer's table.
So Kimcom missed the foul shot, 36-17. Rams on top of the Lions. Lincoln working it around the perimeter. This is Hudson now back to Toa. Nearly stolen away by Miller. Miller does come up with it, but it's a battle on the scrum. Tie up on the floor, bodies on the floor. One official says jump, one official says foul. So who wins this matchup?
Looked like WWE for a second.
So the officials are is Byron Taylor, Vince Peace, and Andre Roberson. So the foul call is going to be on Miller, but definitely WWE. And we want to Herb McGee Court. This is now Thomas Jefferson, but you and I remember this place is Philly Textile.
Philly Textile, Philly U.
Yeah. Now with the merger with Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson downtown Philly, they become Thomas Jefferson here. This is probably the best location that we broadcasted thus far in our career, KB. The car doesn't even have to warm up and I'll be home.
Must be nice.
Doesn't even have to warm up and I will be home. Freddie Young first foul shot up. And it's good. Second one is not. 1 of 2 from the line. 36-18. Jefferson on top. Lincoln with a little full court pressure. Barbara Bay being pressured in the backcourt by Toa. And he got dinged for a 8-second violation. Excuse me.
His coach giving him an earful about that.
Yeah. You say earful, I'll say something else, but we'll go with your story. It sounds better for the radio. 4:44. Peter Sorber on that right elbow. Lays it off to Reggie Hudson. 4:36. Hudson trying to make a move. Byrd cuts him off. Drops in the 8-on Anderson. And Anderson puts it down with 2 hands. Actually, Garita. And we got a timeout on the court. We'll take our first timeout. This was kind of heating up a little bit, KB. A little. But we'll be back after this. We're going to take our break.
To be clear, we have never been accused of being flashy, sexy, or lit. May I? We're definitely not lit. I mean, seriously, we named ourselves Booking.com, which is kind of lit if we're talking literal. But it's who we are. We're good at helping you book travel. Like, amazingly good. And kind of
For more than
at naming. Booking.com, yeah.
As an HBCU athlete, you have a unique perspective that can help others. At KRSB Network, we want to hear your story and share it with the world. Whether it's your favorite moment, the years you participated, or how your HBCU prepared you for life. We want to hear your story.
The KRSB Network, the sound of HBCU athletics. Anytime. Any Play Mobile Media Radio broadcast.
And welcome back to the Herb McGee Court on the campus of Jefferson University. Orlando Hughes, 36-20. Thomas Jefferson on top. They have the rock after that timeout. Moving left to right on your dial. This is Kim Kung. Now skips it out to Byrd. Left corner baseline is up and good, KB. And the nephew, not officially, hits his second three-pointer of the first half. 19-point contest. 4 minutes to go.
Byrd, I really like the motor on this young man. He plays hard on both ends of the court so far. He's got Reggie Hudson right where he wants him.
Freddie Young trying to drive. And back to that 2-3 zone. 8 seconds on the play clock. Toa swings it over to Hudson. Hudson pulls up left side elbow. High arc and jump shot, no good. This ball comes down to Naziah. Naziah brings it up. Finds Kinkham wide open on that left side, right side. Shot's no good. Gets his own loose ball, and he drops it into his big man. Swings it out top. Here's a nice move. Barbara Bay, three-pointer from the right side. His shot's in and out. This ball comes down to Garita for Lincoln. Now Toa races it up and passes it over to Reggie Hudson. Rams fall back in that 2-3 zone. Here's Toa. Drops it off to Garita. Now back to Reggie Hudson. 3:03. That zone just packed in, daring Lincoln to shoot. Hudson off-balance shot in the lane, no good. Loose ball picked up by Barbara Bay, but Reggie goes in for a silly, frustrating. That's a foul of frustration there.
Yeah, putting Jefferson on the line for the rest of the half.
Yeah. So walking, Barbara Bay. He has 9 points. Ahmed Barbara Bay.
Both Janae Coates and Reggie Hudson with 2 fouls in the first half. 2 of their starters are sitting on the bench right now for Lincoln.
So Bay get himself set. Front end of 1-1 is up and good. It's kind of different, the stats, how they do it here. Looking a little different. I hit something that I shouldn't have hit. Now I can't get back to it, KB. So Barbara Bay converts on both. 41-20, 2:55. I'm sure Coach Armstrong is going to have some nice words for his Lions when they go in for halftime. Rams can stay with that 2-3 zone. Lincoln working it around. Here's Hudson. Now over to Toa. Toa driving in. A little up and under. Misses the layup. And loose ball comes down to Kimcom. Brings it over to Byrd. Byrd racing on the right side. Now Byrd in the lane, and he's going to get a foul. He's going to get fouled by Toa, who did the reach around. But the nephew, KB, is too fast to do that.
Yeah, I mean, Byrd is just running this offense to perfection, pushing the pace. You know, you see the ball whipping around very quickly in this Jefferson offense. And I think we're going to get our first look at one of the Lincoln freshmen, Chase.
Chase Jackson.
Chase Jackson, number 5, is going to come in.
And guess what state he's from, KB?
Wisconsin.
He's I haven't seen New Jersey. As Byrd converts on both free throws, 43-20, 23-point advantage for the Rams. We talk about it. This is the freshman Jackson into the contest. Drops into Garita. Garita with the left-hand hook, no good. Loose ball comes down to Messiah.
And Peter Sorber, who's averaging just under 6 rebounds a game, is not helping his Lions team on that offensive glass. He's got to get big under there against Kimco.
Kimco swings it up top. Here's the man with the rock. Now Messiah thought about the three. Now he launches it with some air ball. Goes out of bounds. 150 here, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. 43-20. This has been all Rams since about the 11-minute mark, KB, of this contest.
Yeah. But one thing we do know about these Lions is that they're resilient. So, I won't count them out just yet, but they've definitely got to make some adjustments against this zone defense.
So Ethan Garita gets called with a charge, and things are falling apart as Salik Fields, the freshman, checks into the contest for Lincoln, number 24. So it's Fields, Jackson, Freddie Young, Peter Sorber, and Bakir Cleveland. Jefferson counters with Byrd, Barbara Bay, Kim Kung, Nazea, and number 24, Napoleon, who checks into the contest. 95 seconds to go in the first half. Lincoln can't wait for this first half to be over the way that they played. Byrd on the right side, dribbling it around. Now Napoleon thought about the three-pointer off the screen by Kim Kung. Now back to Byrd. They throw it inside. Kim Kung skips it back outside. Napoleon three-pointer on the left side is no good. This ball comes down to Lincoln. Freddie Young looking to run. Rams get back defensively. Freddie pulls up a dribble at the top of the foul line with nowhere to go, KB.
Yeah. Jefferson doing a great job getting back on defense.
14 seconds. Lincoln, deep three-pointer by Bakir Cleveland is off. Loose ball comes down to Napoleon and gets it over to Byrd. Byrd will just casually bring it across half court. His team leading by 23. 40 seconds on the play clock, the game clock for the first half. Here's Napoleon. Nearly got away with a walk. Actually did. Goes up the sophomore jump shot from the right elbow. No good. Lincoln looking to run. Jackson just in this contest, his first turnover, trying to get it into Bakir Cleveland. Rams will have the rock. This is Byrd. Shot clock unplugged. 15 seconds in the first half, leading by 23. Jackson on top with Byrd. Way out in the three-point circle. It's at Nazea. Dribbling. Byrd three-pointer. Will it be his third? And it is his third of the first half. So maybe a little bit of relationship. Maybe a little.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He's deadly from that corner over there.
46-20 at the half, KB. At the half, all Thomas Jefferson Rams. So we'll take a break, come back in 2 minutes, talk about this one, get Uncle Rell in this contest, and we'll wake up too, just like Lincoln needs to. You are listening to the KRSB Network. We'll be back after this.
To get up out my house, I had to leave, I'm gone, yeah. Had to go out on my own, I had to show I'm gone, yeah. Had to pay for all of this, I had to take a loan, but how it's homecoming made me feel I came home. So it's blowing, look around, all this melanin. I'm talking Nubian to lighters, that's Sahara sand. Yeah. If I was from Zamunda and I left the motherland, I would've between that spell, man. Hey, well-read Morehouse men, they wearing suits. Hampton Pirates say it's true. They the real, ain't true. This ain't Honey Boo Boo, Black Pageants is the thing. When she get that sass, we sang. She's your queen. I spoke to Spike Lee and Samuel Jack. They say go to Black College, you won't wanna go back. They said I had the time of my life. Had an HBC. I love my H in front of my beats, my B in front of my C. I love my HBC. I do. I love my HBC. I do. Financial aid, grand, why you waiting? Yeah. You ain't seen no girl for months, now she pro-baby. If you ain't Greek, better not step on them plots, cause it'll pop off if more folks stay Q-ball. Fried chicken Wednesday, better hit that kitchen. Woo. Swag surfing, locking on, we swaying and we dipping. Parties turning up indoors and the laundry room. Homecoming cookout like a family reunion. Tuskegee football games, them right there stay poppin'. Forget the game, ain't nobody watching. Southern Grambling, Bayou Classic band stay rockin'. Dance line, grooving to the music, moving, chopping. I spoke to Common and Taraji P. They said go to Black College, the knowledge is more sweet. They said I had the time of my life at HBC. I love my H in front of my beats, my B in front of my C. I love my HBC. I do. I love my HBC. I do. Don't you want to go to a place in your life where everyone around you look just like you? Stars around, shining bright, surrounded by black, like you on space flight. See, you don't need a spaceship to go to a different world. It feels like home, but this is a different world where your skin fits in and everyone is different. You don't have to fit a type, you don't have to be a token. You're not defined by preconceived notion. Love your life, drink your potion. You can be who you want to be in this place safe from the hierarchy. Erase black folks from around the world in one location. Vacation to Winston-Salem and Prairie View, Langston, Dillard, and TSU, Wiley College, and VSU, Lane and Cheney, and FAMU. Hey, Park Atlanta, Talladega, Tougaloo, and Alabama State, Jackson, and Delaware State, North Carolina, A&T, Bethune-Cookman, learn to teach, Wilberforce, plus 86 more. Me, Diddy, old bro, we're chilling on a yacht. They say Black College helped them get the money that they got. They said, I had the time of my life. At an HBC. I love my H in front of my B, my B in front of my C. I love my HBC. I do. I love my HBC. I do.
Blacker the college, the sweeter the knowledge. The blacker the college, the sweeter the knowledge.
More HBCU hoops here on the KRSB Network.
And welcome back to the Herb McGee Court on the campus of Thomas Jefferson University. And we got Uncle Rell finally joining us on Lady Hughes, Keya Byrd. Daddy Teddy Bird is in the house. Uncle Rell is joining us, and we say good evening to you. How are you doing?
Happy holidays, KB in Orlando. Thank you so much. So glad to be a part and on board with the KRSB Airlines. What a game this evening. You know,
the airline,
a great
right?
contest. You know, that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, a play on our accomplished pilot that we have. You know, great contest. I see right now on the perimeter and edges that, you know, contesting the ball handlers that seem to be the key for both teams. We're going to see who can penetrate and get to the line, because right now foul shots are going to be important and being able to control the possession. So a great contest. I know right now with the energy of the holidays, not a lot of people in there, but it certainly sounds energetic in the broadcast. It's Chris. Back to you.
All right, thanks. Here at the half, 8:43, 46-20. And KB, what more can we say when we dissect this one? You said that 2-3 zone. Once it was applied by Thomas Jefferson, and then you had Coach Rowley inserting Isaiah into the contest. And he just basically shut everything down inside on both ends of the court.
I mean, Thomas Jefferson showed, great resilience with stopping the guard play of the Lions. The Lions are notorious for liking to penetrate, and Reggie Hudson can kind of have his way and get off that high arc mid-range jump shot. But this 2-3 zone, as you said, is packed everything in, and they're not getting any second opportunities at the basket. Peter Sorber, Janae Coates, both averaging just about 6 rebounds per game. But when I looked at the statistic for the rebounds, the difference is 23-9 on the glass right now, which is huge.
Yeah. And this one here is still got a second half to go. 26-point advantage for the Rams. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk to Unc and talk about what he's been doing.
Yeah.
And what he anticipates doing moving forward. And Unc, all I got to do is ask you to think about if you got your bag packed and your flip-flops in your bag. And we'll take a break. We'll come back. And I want to know if you got your flip-flops in your bag. And then we know where you're going.
Better believe it.
I love it.
We'll be back. 6:59 to go here in halftime. KRSB Network's presentation of HBCU basketball. We'll be back to Herb McGee Court in just a moment.
Medicaid and CHIP offer free or low-cost health coverage for children and teens. Hospital and doctor visits, prescriptions, shots, and more are covered. That's peace of mind for parents if a child is sick or gets injured. And parents may now be eligible for Medicaid too, even if they've applied in the past. Enrollment is always open. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 1-877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Attention all sports fans, are you ready for enough coverage of historically Black college and university sports and professional sports? Look no further than HBCU, Pro Sports Media Association. We're a national media organization dedicated to covering the stories and achievements of HBCU student athletes and pro players. As a member, you'll have access to a community of local and national Black journalists, all working together to increase coverage of HBCU programs. Join us today. Be a part of the Legion of HBCU and Pro Sports Reporters. Visit us at hbcuprosportsmedia.com and stay informed on the latest HBCU and pro sports news.
Join the HBCU Madness Challenge and show off your school pride with KRSB Network's mobile media radio broadcasts.
And welcome back to the Herb McGee Court. Orlando Hughes, Keya Byrd on the campus of Thomas Jefferson University. Uncle Rell is joining us here as well. And we also have Daddy Byrd, Teddy Byrd, Keya's father, in the house with us, sitting up in the press track at Jefferson. And all Rams, Uncle Rell, 26-point advantage. And they were down by 7, but they've got a 35-point swing in that first half.
The stark silence says it all. Oh, sometimes silence can be as loud as it can be. First of all, can I get that part again? What was that name? Daddy what?
That's Daddy Byrd. Teddy Byrd.
Yeah. That part right there deserves just a second to just sit and be like, I need that name, Daddy Byrd. I need rubber gloves on just for the name Daddy Byrd.
I wish you could hear. He's sitting next to me. We're having a good time. It's bring your dad to work day.
Daddy Byrd. That's the greatest.
That's right. We got
Hey, but listen, right now, just really quick, again, being up by so much, right now what you find in these holiday games, these off-season where really nobody's watching, these are the games that you cut your teeth on. Up by 20 right now, you definitely want to find out why and figure out how we can fix this. This is no joke. Even though it's early in the season, you can't be getting beat at home like this.
Well, Lincoln's not home. We're on Jefferson's campus.
I'm sorry, not home.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah, so this is as close to home as I get, like literally. And I could rub this one into KB. I could be home before the car warms up. That's how close.
I just knew that you all were geographically in the region. You know what I mean?
Yeah, KB still got like a 20-minute ride from here. Right? 20?
Nah, it's more like 16.5.
Oh, okay.
She'll spend more time in tolls by the time she get there.
No tolls. No tolls from where we are. No tolls. No tolls. We get directly there. But let's talk about what you got going on, man. You just finished Hampton University football, first year play-by-play of Hampton University. Talk about the Hampton University basketball games that you have coming up. I know you'll be doing some Lady Pirate games, or do they call them Lady Pirates? Well, I guess with this equal opportunity. I'm just going to shut up. Tell us if you're doing men or women Pirate games. You can.
Yes, thank you. Oh, as the voice of Hampton University football, thank you so much. It has been a great season, finishing up and wrapping up a complete season. I got your email. I will certainly be getting with you on that. Thank you so much, those Sparta boards and just the information professionally
shout out to
Catapulta.
Tony Britt. Tony Britt, Sparta boards. That's the second year that Tony Britt's been helping us out.
Yes.
The KRSB Network. And you can attest to this, Uncle Rell. When you
Yes.
call Tony, does not matter when. He is so gracious and willing to help. And he pulled that thing off for us, the first one, in less than 24 hours?
Efficient in everything that you asked of him, because this relationship was forged by you and was so gracious. Everything that you asked of that trickled down to us, you're exactly right. He made sure he provided thorough, informative information that helps translate right to the hard grind, to the field, to the hardwood, to the gridiron, whatever the phraseology is on that field, being able to know what their mama named them, where they from, how, all of those things. Yes, so shout out to him. Transitioning right into basketball. I had a couple of games under my belt. Hampton was in action last night. They came up short to the Retrievers of Maryland, Baltimore last night. But of course, rolling right into the Lady Pirates, as you said. I am on the B team. I'm not on the A team. I am coming off the bench. So whenever with the fellas, actually quiet as kept. They keep saying about a Maryland Eastern Shore game this weekend up and back that I may be on, but I'm not sure if I'll be logistically able to be in the area. However, you'll be able to hear Uncle Rell throughout for Hampton University basketball and clearly as the voice of Hampton University football. And thank you all so much for the support. I was able to get right and be ready for those opportunities because of the opportunity that KRSB and the crew allows. So I love y'all and I appreciate you.
We love you back, Unc, even more. And best of luck with the broadcast. We will definitely see you when you come up to this area for certain. You got to play Drexel and some of these other schools.
But before we get back to the action, you forgot there's more to Uncle Rell with frozen cups and hot chips.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that part. I have
Look
to
at you
remind
being
you
up
every
the
time.
lesson. Thank you, KB. So gracious. My marketing and executive assistant, Keya Byrd, always on point. Yes, frozen cups and hot chips. A digital magazine format show available on YouTube as well as IG. We talk only with the experts, not opinionated. State championship coaches, former drug kingpins, the movers and shakers in university. Just listen. Everybody and anything. Uncle Rell, Tidewater Terrell, frozen cups and hot chips. The derivative of growing up in the 80s is how we got that name. Thank you, KB and O. I appreciate you.
All right, so we get set for the start of the second half. Lincoln will have the rock after the intermission. Janae Coates has it, left elbow over to Freddie Young. Freddie Young working on Timko, goes in the lane. His shot off the glass is no good. Loose ball pulled down by Hawkins. And we got a foul on Freddie Young. So Lincoln comes out with their starters, Freddie Young, Bakir Cleveland, Reggie Hudson, Janae Coates, and Adon Anderson. Jefferson counters with Miller, Byrd, Hawkins, Timko, and the steal. Freddie Young with the layup is up and good, 46-22. And we'll refresh that. Kim comes on the floor along with Barbara Bay. Lincoln with another steal. Reggie Hudson picking up the intensity. Nearly Actually, he did steal that one as he threw it off of Byrd. And real quickly, Coach Riley said, that's enough.
Yeah.
He doesn't play.
I've seen what I needed to see.
Definitely, Coach Riley calls timeout. They'll allow us to get us set up here. And I mean, KB, look at the first half numbers. So 10 Lincoln turnovers in the first half. 10.
I mean, I think they just couldn't figure out that zone. You know, the CIAA plays a lot of man-to-man defense. They don't see a lot of 2-3 zones, 1-2-2. So this was an adjustment for them.
Right. So Lincoln will have the ball. 2 consecutive steals. 46-22. Reggie Hudson inbounding underneath his own basket. Gets it out to Freddie Young. He's being hounded by Justin Hawkins. Skips it up top to Janae Coates and reverses it near side to Bakir Cleveland. Cleveland stops, pops, top of the key. Loose ball pulled down by Coates. Coates with the spin. Shot's no good, but he'll draw a foul. And either they'll hit Hawkins or Kimkin. And they're going to give Kimkin that.
Right now, Lincoln playing like Coach Armstrong gave him a good talking to in that locker room.
So when I say they give it to Kimkin, they give it to Hawkins. That's his first.
Yeah.
So Janae Coates at the line to shoot 2 for Lincoln. His first shot's up and good. And Janae with the different hairstyle this year, KB.
Looks like a schoolboy.
Second shot's up and good. Nice touch on both foul shots. 46-24. 19 minutes to go here in this contest. Lincoln a little full court. 1-2-2 pressure. Timko trapped in the backcourt. Now they got Byrd. They got to get the ball up Byrd. Byrd finally does get over to Barbara Bay. Barbara Bay driving, and he gets fouled by Janae Coates. Kind of a retrieval foul, stopping him from going to the basket. But Barbara Bay will be at the line to shoot 2.
But great effort by Janae Coates with getting back on defense, which they weren't doing before. Jefferson had tons of fast break points in that first half.
So Barbara Bay was the second leading scorer. He had 11 in that first half. His first shot's up from the foul line. It's good. Need to work on my Vision Works glasses here. Poking in the eye, everything. You know. Oh, you can save me anytime you want to. Barbara
Your check engine light just came on.
Yeah, it definitely came on. The freezing light. Eyes just tear for no reason.
Stop safely.
48-24. Jefferson, as Barbara Bay hits both foul shots. Lincoln nearly had it stolen on the other end. Here's Freddie Young. Young now with this year wearing number 2 as opposed to number 0. KB says that may be a little superstition with that number.
But Timko right now, Jefferson's leading scorer, is still being held to single digits right now.
Yeah, he has 3 points, but they don't even need him.
Right.
Here's Janae Coates has a near side. We got a foul. The foul's going to be on Barbara Bay, kind of grabbing at Bakir Cleveland.
You know, we watched Bakir Cleveland a lot last year. We know that he is a slasher and likes to, you know, constantly move without the basketball.
Freddie Young goes up, shot no good, but he draws a foul on Timko. So Jefferson's picked up 14 fouls already. Timko, that's his 3rd. I mean, if you're Coach Armstrong, it's the one thing your team's doing is taking Timko out the game, and now he's accumulating fouls.
Right, they're making him work defensively for sure.
Right. So Freddie Young's first foul shot rattles around, no good. 48-24, 18-28 to go. Young 1 of 2 from the line, 48-26.
You know, Lincoln averages about 80 points per contest. They are way behind the mark right now in the second half.
Way behind. Off that miss, Lincoln trying to apply pressure. Byrd, no problem breaking that one, guarded by Freddie Young. Now they go inside to Hawkins. Hawkins skips the near side to Byrd. Byrd will bring it back up top to Barbara Bay, who does a triple handoff to Timken. Tip is going to be bumped by Janae Coates, trying to step out on him. That's going to be the fourth team foul on Janae Coates, and Peter Serber's off the bench for Coach Armstrong.
We watched Janae Coates improve game by game last year in the CIAA. Last year, he was coming off the bench for Peter Sorber, but today we see him in the starting role.
So Timko pulls up, wide open three-pointer on the left side, no good. Hawkins goes over everyone, gets a rebound, and there was a lazy man foul. And it's going to be on Adon Anderson.
That's going to be 3 on him tonight.
Wow. So Hawkins, Byrd, Barbara Bay, Timko, and Kimkin on the court. Lincoln forced a turnover on Timko.
Kimono.
Freddie Young.
Kimchi, whatever you
Yes. Freddie, Reggie, Bakir, Adon, and Peter for Lincoln. So stick with first names. This is Peter Serber on that left post, trying to work his way on to Kimkin. His shot no good. Kimkin gets the rebound, gets it over to Byrd. Byrd lays it off to Barbara Bay on the near side, moving right to left from your dial. He had it stolen by Freddie Young from the left side. Freddie with the nice pass to Bakir Cleveland, trailing. He puts the layup up and good. 48-27. Lincoln trailing. Is trailing. Barbara Bay gets it over to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to make a slow back down on Adon Anderson. Turns in the lane, puts the shot off from 6, and it's good.
Great footwork. He felt him on his back, just gave him a little dip, and nice turnaround jump shot.
Bakir Cleveland tries to answer three-point on the near side. It's up and good. So 20-point contest now, 50-30. Still a lot of time, but Lincoln needs to pick it up, KB.
And they are. You see them immediately jump into that full court press.
But how much energy will they spend trying to get themselves back from a 26-point deficit? Kempton almost turned it over, drops it off to Timko. Timko gets a foul call on Bakir Cleveland, who had both hands on him. They said shooting, or it's going to be on the side. It'll be on the side.
Yeah, that foul was before the shot.
Miller into the contest for Jefferson. So it's Byrd, Miller, Hawkins, all right, Timko, and Kempkin on the floor. Yeah, say that 12 times off.
That man mama gonna get you, I'm telling you.
Timko misses a shot. Loose ball pulled down by Ethan Garrido, who just checked in. That foul is going to be on Kempkin. And he's the biggest guy on the court, KB, and it's his first foul.
And, I'm looking at Reggie Hudson and Byrd, both feisty little guards wearing number 3. I have to assume that their greatest influence was none other than Mr. Allen Iverson.
You think that's okay? I'll give it to you.
That's the reason.
I'll go with Byrd because he's a Philly kid, but Hudson, I'm not sure. Freddie Young,
the Virginia guys always influence sports,
Freddie Young misses the three-pointer, gets his own loose ball, drives in, and picks up a foul. And that foul's going to be on Justin Hawkins. That's his second. So team foul situation. Both teams have 5 team fouls and 16-17 KB. So might as well get comfortable.
Can't. Not this chair.
You see me holding on to the rail as I adjust the chair underneath the desk. Freddie Hudson inbounding. And folks, if you can see this, we have chairs, but they're high up because this is a nice, tall desk.
I bet you if I find Lucius, you'll tighten up.
Listen, Lucius don't want no parts of me right now. It's cold outside today. 50-30. They go on to Peter Serber. Serber trying to move Kink in the inside. This is the easy hook shot. Loose ball foul on Lincoln, and they're going to call that on.
I think that's going to be on Garita.
Yeah. So Ethan Garita, his third, 16 foul on, actually 15 foul. Hold on. The official's checking something. Related Hughes, Keya Byrd, Uncle Rell, Terrell, Ducre, Daddy Byrd. This Teddy Byrd in the house with us as well. 50-30 All Thomas Jefferson on top of Lincoln. Kempkin gets it over to Miller. Miller working on Freddie Young. Isaiah into the game for Jefferson as well. Motion offense running it around the three-point circle. Miller has it on the far side. Drops it inside to Timpkin. Timpkin back out top to Miller. Miller drives, pulls up on the right side. Shot was blocked by Freddie Young, but he gets it back. Now they get it over to Byrd. Byrd, nice layoff in the traffic. Timpkin, reverse layup over Peter Sorber and Bakir Cleveland, and it's good. And it's back to a 22-point contest, KB.
That was 8 passes on that one possession.
I'm glad you were counting because I stopped. Sorber catches, throws it off the glass from the right elbow.
Did his best impression of Robert Parrish. That was an awkward-looking shot, but
Yeah.
2's 2.
The Chief even will fuss at him for that shot. 52-32. Jefferson now moving the rock around, as KB mentioned earlier. This is Miller working on Freddie Young. This is Isaiah. Gets it over to Byrd. Now to Miller. Dropping into Kempkin. And he gets doubled.
Kempkin wants all the smoke in that post.
Right. So that foul is called on Peter Sorber. But Freddie Young and Peter trying to battle. And you look at Peter and you look at Anton Kempkin. Yeah. He misses that free throw. 52-32. Reggie Hudson drives it to lift the basket off the glass, and it's good. 52-34, 14-38 here in the first half. But KB, that's yeah, I can see why he went all the smoke. Miller nearly had the ball stolen away from him. They still have the ball in the back court, so the nephew Byrd will inbound for Jefferson. Gets it up top to Miller. Miller driving left hand, skips it over to Timko. And Timko is out of sorts. He hasn't got going at all. His team is up by 18 points.
Right. And you could tell his teammates are trying to get him going, but it's just not there for him tonight. Lincoln doing a great job containing him on the offensive end and making him work on the defensive end as well.
Look at Jefferson move around defensively. Lincoln moving the ball around with no problems. Here's Hudson in the lane. Gets the big man in the air. Doesn't foul him. Loose ball tipped by Sorber and is pulled in by an Isaiah for Jefferson. Here's Byrd racing right to left wing of Dow. Lays it up on Isaiah. Timko pulls up top of the key on the right side, rattles around, and comes out. He's like, man, I can't catch a break today. Only 3 points leading scorer for Jefferson.
Yeah, but he's a shooter, so he's going to keep letting it fly whenever he gets the opportunity.
Peter Sorber, ill-advised pass stolen by Jefferson. Byrd crosses everyone. Now skips it out to Isaiah. Isaiah drops it in as he goes in on Peter Sorber on that right side, and Sorber stuck his arms up and picks up the foul. That'll be the team's 8th foul. So in 2 more fouls, it's double foul shots for the remaining 13-28 of this contest.
But you know, Jefferson is doing a good job pushing the pace and making Peter Sorber work. And he needs some help in that post because he's got to deal with Kimpo. He's got to deal with. I don't even want to attempt.
Now you mess with me, calling play-by-play. Oh.
This Messiah.
Yes, right. Messiah 1 of 2 from the line.
Messiah's
Send me
listed
the
at 6'7".
spelling. I want to try. Send me the spelling.
It's N-S-I-A. Messiah is fine, but Kim King and Timko saying that together, not working on me. This one, Dancy, is somewhere in Norfolk, Virginia, upset at Orlando with speech pathology. Like I taught you to use your palate, Orlando. Here's Reggie Hudson in the lane. Actually, Bakir Cleveland, his shot off the glass is good. 53-36, 13-01, all Jefferson. Lincoln still trying to have 1-2 pressure. Byrd picks it over to Miller. Miller nearly lost the ball, and he does lose the ball. Here's Reggie Hudson. Nice layoff to Bakir Cleveland. He misses the zone. Loose ball down to Jefferson. Isaiah over to Byrd. Byrd crosses over back to Isaiah in the lane. Gets everyone in the air. Puts it off the glass, but misses a shot. But he draws a foul on Ethan Garita. So the leading scorer on both teams are struggling. Timko and Bakir Cleveland.
And Bakir Cleveland, I'm sure tomorrow when it's film day, he looks at that missed dunk, he's going to be sick.
Definitely sick. Isaiah first shot up, and it's good. 54-36, 12-37. Into the contest is Talik Fields for Lincoln. He replaces Garita. Jefferson brings Barbara Bay into the contest as well. When Kinkin will retreat to the bench. Now Jefferson goes back to that half-court 2-3 zone. 55-36, 12-29 here in the ball game. Freddie Young drops it over to Peter Sorber, high above his head on that three-point circle. They move around to Bakir Cleveland. Cleveland driving inside, throws a shot up, and they're going to get Bakir for steps.
Bakir Cleveland trying to force the action for the Lions, but he's getting right into the teeth of that zone defense, that time getting caught with a few extra steps.
Byrd nearly had a 5-second call. Gets it inside. And Jefferson just broke the 10-second violation. They skip it out. Barbara Bay, three-pointer top of key. Shot rattles down and comes back out. Timko had it. It's stolen by Freddie Young. Freddie dribbling. We got the Harlem Globetrotters, but they look like the circus. Bakir Cleveland goes up, missed the shot underneath the basket as it hit beneath the basket. The fans, I don't know if they're booing or like what the have no way of describing what happened, but it was a clown circus happening. No, this is young college men, but look like junior high school.
Yeah.
For a moment. Oh, for the save.
Bakir Cleveland missing that first foul shot. All of these matter. I mean, it's a lot of time left on the clock, 11:53. You see the difference in Lincoln's energy in that full court press. They can't make this game a lot closer, but they've got to convert on all of these foul shots.
55-37. Cleveland 1 of 2. We'll get a foul on Talik Fields. 11:51. That's the double bonus situation, so we will walk to the other end. Lincoln with 10 team fouls. Jefferson with 7.
It's a hack night.
Now, apparently, these officials don't have anywhere to go this evening. They must live closer than I. Maybe
I doubt that.
Right around the corner on Schoolhouse Lane, maybe. First shot is in and good by Barbara Bay. You said, oh, God, guess we can forecast your game. The possibility of playing the Hawks of Rell and Eastern Shore this weekend, possibly, right?
That will be a CAA MEAC flag, correct? And waiting logistically to see what's going on. But right now, the men of Hampton University struggling right now. Lost by 4, and really, when you look at it, lost on really an unsportsmanlike, or a flagrant after an emphatic score and one. The player who scored the and one, of course, got in the other player's face and drew a technical. Ended up being the difference. They lost by 4 last night. So, here, even in the early going of the season, life lessons and how you're supposed to, operate, act like you've been there before. Each win matters. So we'll see if the Pirates can get it back on track up Highway 13 against the Eagles of Eastern Shore.
All right. Reddy Hudson scored that basket, but Talik Fields fouled Barbara Bay, actually Nazea, underneath his basket. So Nazea will be at the line shooting 2. 58-36. 39. So Lincoln brings it down to 18, and Jefferson just kind of pushes it back up to 22, 24.
They can't seem to put together a series of stops.
Isaiah converts on both. Back to a 20-point advantage. So Reggie Hudson, Freddie Young, Peter Sorber, Fields, and Bakir Cleveland. Hudson high floating shot, no good. Loose ball pulled down by Barber Bay, but it goes out of bounds on the line, so it still will be possession Lincoln. Jefferson counters with Byrd, Nazea, Timken, Barber Bay, and Miller. Low, high, low, Reggie to Peter Sorber. Sorber quickly double team, gets the ball out of his hands. Fields 3-point on the left side, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Ball will go out of bounds off of Lincoln, but one official says stay here. I'm kind of shocked at that call. How does the official on the baseline closer to us say no, KB?
Well, Coach Armstrong was hawking him, so I guess he just said, you know what the other guy said works for me.
Peter Sorber works that baseline. The turnaround shot with the left hand was good off the glass. 59-41. Miller trapped in no man's lane. Gets to the Byrd. Quickly snap. Gets it ahead to Timken. Nice bounce pass to Isaiah. And Isaiah goes in over Peter Sorber and puts it in. 61-41. That is Peter Sorber. Here's your turn. Trying to go up over three people, and he puts it in and talking a little trash. And just like Uncle Rell said, the and one technical foul. Uncle Rell, you forecasting genie you, because we just had it happen in this ball game.
That act like you've been there before. And a quick little note, I'm sorry, UMES Hawks, not Eagles. I don't know why I have Eagles on my brain.
I said the Hawks. You know yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
King Boogie.
Timken hits the technical foul, first basket. That's another shot coming to him. Peter Sorber scored 4 points in a row and had some words. Timken just took 2 of those 4 back the other way for Jefferson, 63-43, 10-16.
Right, and what could have been a catalyst for a nice little run for Lincoln turned into a technical foul.
Yeah. Into the contest is Kimken. Now Barber Bay. The trap in the backcourt gets it over to Byrd. Byrd back to Barber Bay. Now they find Isaiah left side. There's a smaller Freddie Young just backing him down slowly. Kicks it back out to Byrd. Timken jump shot top of the key. Battles in, comes back out. Somebody has a switch on that basket. It's about the 3rd time that we saw him go up. And shot rattles down but pops back out. On the other side, Bakir Cleveland driving in on Barber Bay and picks up the foul on Barber Bay.
Bakir Cleveland, as you stated, Lincoln's top scorer, trying to get things going here in the second half. Had a very quiet first half.
So Bakir at the line to shoot 2. He has 8 points tonight. This is so unusual, KB. I guess I got to get used to it.
What's that?
Just the stats.
Yeah.
How they do the stats. Now it's not moving, so we'll just leave it there. Read it off the board. 63-43.
So you saying y'all ain't at Drexel tonight, right?
No. This is nice, but this would kind of fool you on the way that they do. We're the CACC conference, Division 2.
Okay.
But definitely, well, I don't want to say anything, but not the love that we had at Drexel. But
so
love.
Much for not saying anything.
Honk, you baited me again. 63-45.
Real, you know?
Shot goes up. Peter Sorber blocked that one on Barber Bay. Freddie Young has it. Freddie head down, looking to drive, throws it off the glass. The block by Isaiah. I don't know if they're going to count that one. But they're going to call that foul on.
That looked like it hit the backboard to me, which technically should be a goaltending call. I agree with Lincoln.
So that foul was on Nephew Byrd. That's his second, team's 9th. Freddie Young's shot did not count. First one off the iron. He has 2 coming. Coach Armstrong just having a casual conversation, if you would, believe me, with the official over there. Freddie Young misses a pair and pulled down by Isaiah. Somebody lost his shoe, and it's Peter Serber without his shoe. Freddie grabbed him to stop action. Serber loses your shoe at a college game, and this is not the first time that we've seen the Lincoln player lose their shoe on a court, KB. This is not. 63-45, 9:28. Thank you for joining us here. Lady Hughes, Keya Byrd, Uncle Rell, Terrell, Ducre, and the special guest.
I'm trying to figure out why he hasn't tied it tightly so that it wouldn't flop off of his foot again. But I mean, you know, I'm just a mom. That's all.
You're just gonna let that alley-oop she threw you just go out of bounds.
You know it, right out there. Possession error going the other way.
All right, so Byrd 1 of 2 from the line, 64-45. Here's Reggie Hudson, skips it out. Freddie Young near side, guarded by Timken, off the screen by Serber. Might give and go. Peter Serber gets it back, lays it up, and keeps his mouth shut. 64-47, 9:09. Does Lincoln have one more run inside of them? Here's Barber Bay, back to Timko. Timko comes near side, and Isaiah wisely will bring it out and get it over to Byrd. Marshall Roberson in the contest. Marshall guarding Byrd. Byrd, no problem getting by Marshall. Skips it up top, and Isaiah. 11 seconds on the play clock. Now to get it inside to Kempkin. Kempkin working on Peter Serber. Just basically manhandles him. And he says he's too small walking up the court on the other end.
He did it very slickly, too. He waited until he got into the middle of the court, out of the eye view of the referees.
Freddie Young missed a three-pointer. This ball pulled in by Fields, but he missed it as well. And we're going to have a traveling call on Byrd. And that one was kind of set up by Jefferson. It caused Byrd to kind of walk. Kind of casually threw that ball.
Yeah, Freddie Young was just right there in his personal space. Unexpectedly, it kind of made him take a little extra step.
66-47. Marshall Roberson, three-pointer from the right side, no good. Kempkin all over the boards. Timko drops it off to Byrd. Now Barber Bay near side. Right to left wing it down. Jefferson with a huge lead with 8:04. This is Timko, guarded by Reggie Hudson. Now over to Barber Bay. 14 seconds on the play clock. Barber Bay on the right side. Skips it up top to Byrd. Quickly flashes it inside to Timko. Timko inside to Kempkin. Trying to work on Peter Serber. Barber Bay, three-pointer from the right side. In and out. Peter Serber with the rebound. Serber gets it over to Freddie Young. Freddie crosses over. Thought about the shot. Picks up his dribble. Throws it into Peter Serber. Serber trying to move on Kempkin. And he throws it off the glass, and his shot is good.
All right.
And Kempkin gave him a nice little shove with the arm.
We're playing a little big boy basketball now.
66-49. So the big men are battling, as KB stated. Byrd said if you reach, I'll teach. On that one to Freddie Young. Oof. Freddie got to hold his hands to himself. Now he's on Timken. Timken pulls up top of the foul line, and he hits that one. So Timko got it. Freddie Young goes inside, and Isaiah just erases that shot. A near steal by Reggie Hudson, but Freddie Young Euro step Timko, put it up off the glass, and it was just literally destroyed by Isaiah.
He timed that absolutely perfectly.
Wow. So a little intimidation there. This is Timko. Over to Byrd. Off the screen. Byrd with the left hand. Drops it up top to Barber Bay. 14 seconds on the play clock. 6:41. Here's Kempkin. Pushes Serber. Throws up an air ball. Loose ball comes down to Freddie Young. Freddie long outlet to Marshall Robinson. Marshall nearly throw it away, and he did throw it away. And here come the Rams. 3-on-2. Byrd jump shot in the lane is up and good.
Yeah, that was actually not Byrd. That was McGregor. Very similar frame, but that was
Actually,
McGregor.
yeah, McGregor. Yeah, you're right. Number 2 versus number 3. I tell you, I don't have the glasses. Fields.
I'll give you the number to my girl.
No problem. Fields misses the 3-pointer for Lincoln. Barbara Bay finds a wide open Tipco. 3-pointers up and good. And 5:51. Coach Armstrong calling timeout mercifully to rescue his guys. We're going to step away here for a break. 73-49. We'll be back to the Herb McGee Court after this. You're listening to HBCU basketball here on the KRSB Network.
To be clear, we have never been accused of being flashy, sexy, or lit. May I? We're definitely not lit. I mean, seriously, we named ourselves Booking.com, which is kind of lit if we're talking literal. But it's who we are. We're good at helping you book travel. Like, amazingly good. And kind of bleep at naming. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
For more than 75 years, UNCF, the United Negro College Fund, has worked to combat deep-rooted obstacles to higher educational access, achievement, and career success, annually providing financial and educational support to our 37-member historically Black colleges and universities. Please give what you can. UNCF, our HBCUs, and our students appreciate you and your donation, no matter how big or small. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
The KRSB Network, the sound of HBCU athletics. Anytime, any Play Mobile Media Radio broadcast.
And welcome back to the campus of Thomas Jefferson University here in Philadelphia. 73-49. And Eddie Hughes, Keya Byrd, Terrell, Uncle Rell, Ducre with us. All Jefferson this evening. Lincoln has the rock moving left to right on your dial. This is Fields into the game. The freshman up to Bakir Cleveland. 2-3 half-court zone being applied by the Rams. Bakir drops it offside to Janae Coates, and he takes it and puts it off the glass. It's a little Newark connection. Good on that possession.
I know these two played summer basketball together, and in high school, from what I understand, they were on the same AAU basketball team. So a very familiar connection for Cleveland and Janae Coates.
All right, Janae at the line as he converts on the 3-point opportunity. And his foul shot shooting has been very good in this ballgame, KD.
Yeah. We'll see what he can do with Kemco since Kemco was giving Peter Sorbert a premium cable package.
McGregor dribbling it up. Now over to Isaiah. McGregor tried to backdoor Roberson. Beautiful cut. And there's the jam by Kempkin. Antonio puts it in. 75-52. Brings the little student faithful to their feet here at McGee Court. Lincoln will motion to their offense now. The ball is moving around. There's Hudson driving in. Nothing there. Stops it outside to an easy Janae Coates, who got Kempkin kind of falling asleep.
Yeah, he got caught cheating, trying to double team on that mid-range.
All right. So we got a 5-second violation on McGregor. So turnover on the Rams. 4:35, 75-54. Reggie Hudson now at the point with Marshall Roberson, Fields, Coates, and Cleveland. This is Hudson working on Isaiah, trying to spin on him. Isaiah bumped him. Reggie Hudson, that high arcing jump shot is good from 8 feet on the right baseline.
Beautiful. That's Reggie Hudson's sweet spot. That shot he likes to get off, that high arcing mid-range jump shot.
Lincoln trapping him in the backcourt. McGregor skips it over to Kempton. Wind down some time. Coach Fields telling him on the other side. McGregor looking to force the action. Finds Timko. He's guarded by Reggie Hudson. Trapped on the baseline. Skips it up top. And Isaiah thought about the three. Now he kicks it back out to Barber Bay. 7 seconds on the play clock. McGregor right side. 3-pointers up and good. And KB, that was at least 6 passes.
Right, but it's the patience and discipline of this Jefferson team waiting for the perfect opportunity to get that shot off, not rushing anything.
78-56. Hudson nearly had the ball stolen from him. Skips it out. Fields another 3-pointer. No good. Loose ball pulled down by Timko. Timken gets it out to McGregor. McGregor now back to Timko. Ball fake there. Nothing. Nearly slipped. McGregor. Barber Bay. His 3-pointer from the right side. No good. Here comes Hudson. Actually, Cleveland. But here, little stutter set, misses everything. Gets his loose ball. Throws it off the glass. And good. 78-58. Mercifully under 3 minutes to go in this contest. Rams trying to force the action. Barber Bay had it poked away by Robertson. And Lincoln is going to get the starters out of this one. Get some of the younger players into the contest.
Got a New Yorker, a Harlem New Yorker.
So you got Amir Moore in the contest. And also Chase Jackson. Here's Timko. Driving with the left hand. Pulls up his dribble. Drops it off to Barber Bay on the left side. 2:36. Back to Timken. Now to Isaiah. They try to backdoor cut on Marshall Robertson, but he's not taking that one. Barber Bay thought about the three, but Robertson cut him off. Barber Bay launches a jump shot and accidentally put him on the side of the backboard. Goes out of bounds on the Rams. 78-58, KB.
Well, it's been consistent. You know, I think the closest that Lincoln got was maybe 16 in the second half, with about 13 minutes into the second half.
So the Rams are at their season average, 78 points. Lincoln nowhere near their 81-point average for the season. Under 2 minutes to go. And missed their shot. Lincoln being they. Rams have it now. Left to right on your dial. Still have the ball whipping around the perimeter. And they drop it into the big man. Skips it back out top to Barber Bay. Barber Bay to Timken. His 3-pointer up from the top of the key is good. 81-58.
As we talked about, he's a shooter, so he's going to keep letting it fly.
So Timko with 10 points. The near steal by Isaiah, and Isaiah does steal it. That's just a hustle. Barber Bay, two-handed layup off the glass is good. And with that, Isaiah steals it again, goes up and jams it over top of Amir Moore. Wow, KB.
Yeah.
Wow. 85-58. Flat out being hustled. Young man just came into the contest. Fields missed the wide open bunny off the glass. And Jefferson's going to bring it up and mercifully call timeout. 61 seconds, 85-58. And Uncle Rell, I guess with this one, we don't need to do any post game, but can you give us like a 2-minute Uncle Rell quarter?
Well, I can tell you what, certainly the home team asserting their will, and yes, always never missing a good opportunity. Taking a look over in all things HBCU. Welcome to Uncle Rell's Corner, and where we talk completely about everything, all things HBCU. And as, of course, we're on the hardwood wrapping up a grueling contest tonight, but football still active. The Southwestern Athletic Conference announced its 2023 football postseason individual award winners. On Tuesday, Florida A&M and Willie Simmons was named the Coach of the Year, while the Rattlers' Jeremy Musa was tabbed Offensive Player of the Year. And FAMU's Isaiah Major was named Defensive Player of the Year. Texas Southern's Jace Wilson was selected as Newcomer of the Year as well. And I know the game is getting back, just so you know, The ESPN Band of the Year officials have revealed that Jackson State, North Carolina A&T, Florida Memorial, and Virginia State have made the season's long Final Four. So be looking on December 15th, the night before the Celebration Bowl. Jackson State will face off against North Carolina A&T in Division I bracket, and Florida Memorial will square off against the Trojans of Virginia State in the Division II bracket to determine the next step. And really quick, historically black college and university sports, the partnerships with corporate America, that continued marriage still is paying dividends here. The attendance at some of the major events for HBCU games, the Jackson State, South Carolina State ball game, MEAC SWAC Challenge on August 26th, 24,238 folks. As you look at a few others, and I know we got the game going on. We'll be right back to it. The Chicago Football Classic, Mississippi Valley State versus Central State, 21,000 people. The Labor Day Classic, Norfolk State versus the Trojans of Virginia State, 21,640 people. So as you can tell, as you all are right in the cradle of black college sports and athletics, we are right on the cusp of where it's hot, and continued spotlight on all of the historically black colleges and universities across the area. Back to you, Keya, and thank you all here, the KRSB audience, for listening on Uncle Rell's Corner.
Well, we'd like to thank everyone for listening to us. 89-60, and we did Uncle Rell's session right there at the end of the ball game. Lincoln gets defeated by the Rams of Thomas Jefferson University. They now fall all time to 0-5 versus Thomas Jefferson. And from what we witnessed with our eyes, KB, Jefferson's record said 2-4. Mm-hmm. Lincoln was 3-4. Mm-hmm. Jefferson, with the exception of tonight, prior to that, had won 1 out of their last 4 games. But tonight, that ball was moving, the players were engaged, and they just seemed to dominate Lincoln.
They certainly did.
Short of that, first 3 to 4 minutes. Mm-hmm. But Isaiah comes in the game, Bismarck and Isaiah out of the Bronx. He talked about he's a junior, 6'7", 215, but he was just intimidating to the entire Lincoln team.
I agree. I mean, Jefferson did a great job of sharing the basketball, as you stated tonight. They were very disciplined in their offense. Also that 2-3 zone was troublesome for the Lions the entire game. They were unable to, get their offense going. There was really no movement. We didn't see a lot of pick and rolls that we saw last year between Cleveland and Hudson. It just wasn't there tonight. And also they lost the battle of the boards.
It didn't seem like was it really a battle?
It's supposed to be a battle, but they basically took their lunch money and their breakfast French toast sticks, because they couldn't grab a rebound. It didn't seem like, Sorber or Coates was ever able to establish themselves in the post tonight.
Yeah. 89-60, the Lincoln University Lions fall short. Congratulations to Coach Riley and his Rams of Thomas Jefferson University. And we have to say thank you, Mr. Teddy Byrd, for coming out and hanging with us today. Thank you to Uncle Rell. Make sure you check out Uncle Rell this week for the Hawks. But Uncle Rell still had Eagle on his mind. KB talked about that. That's a little side hustle.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Check, please.
Yeah, we're gonna get the check here. So 89-60 is our final score. Lady Hughes, Keya Byrd, Uncle Rell, Terrell, Ducre, KRSB Network's presentation of HBCU sports. It was cold outside, a little chilly in here. Herb McGee Court. Herb's not liking the shooting that he saw from Lincoln, but until next time, we say so long to you.
HBCU Sports. Anytime, any place, any play. Mobile Media Radio Broadcast here on the KRSB Network.